ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
First, it was a shoulder injury. Now the Padres' biggest star is out again after testing positive for COVID-19. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. This afternoon, the Padres did announce that Fernando Tatis Jr. will be sidelined, along with two other players who may have been exposed to him. Our ABC 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins has the one big question still unanswered tonight.
The Padres don't know exactly how long they'll be without their star shortstop and are glad Tatis is currently asymptomatic. But being without a player like Tatis for any period of time is a tough pill to swallow for manager Jace Tingler.
Look, it's a blow.
The team got word of the positive COVID test Monday night. Players and coaches are currently tested every 2 days. Tatis will have to remain on the injured list until clearing protocols, including 2 negative test results. Joining Tatis on the IL are teammates Jurickson Profar and Jorge Mateo. Neither outfielder tested positive, but both will be held out for now due to contact tracing issues. One question left unanswered is whether Tatis or the other players have been vaccinated. Tingler declined to answer that question, but did say a majority of his players have received the vaccine, close to the goal of 85% set by Major League Baseball. Tatis will now return home from Denver separately from the rest of the Padres.
Naturally, you're punched in the stomach a little bit. You first of all want to make sure, certainly Tatis in this situation. I mean, he's crushed, inside, mentally, things like that.
It's another COVID challenge the Padres will try to overcome. I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
12 to 15-year-olds could start getting a COVID-19 vaccine as early as Thursday. Yesterday, the FDA expanded the emergency authorization for Pfizer's vaccine. Today, California's Health and Human Services Secretary said the My Turn website will open up slots for 12 to 15-year-olds on Thursday morning. Children must have parental consent to get a shot. The county reported 125 new cases today, while our test positivity rate fell back down to 1%. And once again, there were no new reported deaths locally, so that total remains at just over 3,700.
One of the leading Republican candidates hoping to replace Governor Gavin Newsom was in San Diego today. But as our ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena reports, John Cox's campaign message was at times overshadowed by the live bear he continues to appear with.
John Cox stood in front of his bus that reads "Meet the Beast" Tuesday, along with a Kodiak bear named Tag, now a focal point of his campaign and included in some of his first ads.
California's choice, beauty,
pretty boy,
or a beast. John Cox grew up with nothing.
The bear obviously is a symbol of the beastly changes, and the message is getting out.
Cox, a Rancho Santa Fe businessman, ran unsuccessfully for governor back in 2018.
I'm an outsider. I'm not part of the establishment.
He says the current divisive political climate must be overcome.
Let's move on. Let's talk about the problems of the here and now, about getting our kids education, about getting them affordable housing, about getting homeless people the help they need.
Cox's website lists some of his top priorities as cutting taxes, reducing cost of living, and addressing energy issues.
There's millions of people that are hearing the message that I'm bringing, and that is we have to solve the problems of this state, and we have to have big beastly changes to do it.
But throughout today's appearance, animal rights activists could be heard shouting.
He would die immediately if he was free. He was raised in captivity. He can't live free. He would die in the wild.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
And Governor Gavin Newsom was also in San Diego today. He used his visit to announce a $12 billion plan to tackle the state's homeless crisis. Newsom says his goal is to build on what he calls the success of the past year. Much of that money would go to the Room Key and Home Key programs, which convert hotels and motels into long-term housing.
These programs move with a sense of urgency and focus, the likes of which we have never advanced in the state of California.
California has an estimated 161,000 people experiencing homelessness, more than any other state. And the latest statewide Survey USA poll on the recall shows 47% of California voters plan to vote for Newsom to remain in office, while 36% will vote to recall him. 17% they're still not sure. If Newsom is recalled, John Cox is currently leading the pack of Republicans with 9% support. Caitlyn Jenner is tied for second at 5%. Former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer is tied with 4 other candidates at 3%, but the vast majority of voters wouldn't vote for any of them, or they are undecided.
The husband of missing Chula Vista mother Maya Miliete says he feels unfairly targeted by a recent gun violence restraining order. Miliete has been communicating with ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty and says people are grasping for an excuse to arrest him.
This was the second warrant at Larry Miliete's home since his wife's disappearance 4 months ago. Investigators are not saying what they are after, but newly obtained documents show Miliete owned 8 registered firearms and 14 unregistered guns, from semi-automatics to assault rifles. Police confiscated many of the weapons in a gun violence restraining order, focusing on 2 photos of Miliete's kitchen table that shows his collection of firearms, 4 U.S. passports, a government ID, several high-capacity magazines, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. One of the photos show Miliete's 4-year-old son standing on the table surrounded by the weapons. The order states the child had immediate access to the weapons, creating a potential extreme danger. In an ongoing discussion today with Miliete, he states, "All of my firearms are registered and all were purchased legally. Some features over the years were probably considered banned in California. All my high-capacity magazines were legally purchased." Miliete explained it is a collection, not a cache, as investigators have coined it. He goes on to say, "It seems that having a collection of weapons is somewhat taboo. I have not broken any laws. It seems that some people want to see me in cuffs by any means necessary to appease the public, which is truly sad. Also, how do these so-called new developments help find my wife?" After the search in January, Miliete reportedly told officers that he knew they were coming for his weapons, and he gave multiple firearms to his friends. In the document, police say he refused to give names of those in possession of the weapons. Vanessa Van Hefty, ABC 10 News.
We did ask Miliete for a copy of the registration. We're waiting to hear back. Stay on top of any new developments with this story by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store.
We are finally hearing from the CEO of Scripps Health about the cyber attack that has crippled the region's second largest health system. Our ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco explains it comes as patients continue to struggle getting their information.
This is the message that pops up on the Scripps Health website. The patient portal also still down. 10 days after a cyber attack brought down the healthcare giant's electronic systems, there is no word when things will be back to normal.
It's not so much even that it's been down, which is highly irritating, but it's the failure to communicate with people in alternative fashions in any way, shape, or form.
Greg Miner is an IT specialist for a local law firm. He and his family have been patients of Scripps Health for 20 years.
This is dangerous for the community. It's dangerous for the individuals. It's certainly dangerous for the staff.
Hundreds of people are getting some questions answered on the Scripps Facebook page, but the CEO has been unusually quiet.
The fact that no one has heard from him other than I can't because it's still, the investigation is coming on, doesn't smell true.
Monday, Scripps CEO and President Chris Van Gorder sent this memo to staff about the outage. A PR spokesman shared it with ABC 10 News after we asked for it. It reads in part, quote, "Our team prepares for this type of situation and immediately took steps to contain the malware by taking a significant portion of our network offline."
My concern is primarily that there's transparency in what's going on.
Van Gorder addresses that, saying in part, quote, "This is a different kind of situation which limits what and when I can say things." He goes on to say, "The attack targeted our information systems. At this time, we have no reason to believe individual data incidents affecting employees, physicians, or patients are related to our current incident." Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
The CEO says that patient care decisions are being made by doctors and clinical teams, not by corporate. People with upcoming appointments are still advised to call 1-800-SCRIPPS.
It's official. San Diego Unified Superintendent Cindy Martin will be the nation's next Deputy Education Secretary. Today, the U.S. Senate voted 54-44 to confirm Martin. We spoke to her just a couple of hours ago. She says getting students past the pandemic will be her immediate focus.
what does recovery from this pandemic look like from an academic perspective to make sure all of our nation's children have what they need. And it's different all across this fine nation. The needs are very different, but we're used to here in San Diego delivering on the hope and the promise and understanding what a good, solid public education can do for our kids.
Lamont Jackson is serving as interim superintendent through the end of the year until a permanent replacement here in San Diego is found.
A participant in last year's destructive protest in La Mesa was found guilty today of possessing Molotov cocktails. Zachary Karras brought the explosives to the May 30th, 2020 protest but didn't use them. A federal jury found him guilty of possessing an unregistered destructive device. He now faces up to 10 years in prison when he's sentenced in August.